All right, hey kid. So I realized I did do it right. That being said, though, you kind of have to know your unit circle, and I don't have that super memorized off the top of my head, but we can kind of make it happen. This 0.577, that is like if I go into my calculator and you see how like 11, it said the answer is square root of 3 divided by 3. If I go in here and I type square root of 3 divided by 3, I get that answer. So I did do it right in the last video. But again, you got to know your trig identities in order for this to work. So your trig identities is like sine of x plus cosine of x, or I'm sorry, sine of 45 plus cosine of 45. That's going to give me 1. And the reason why this is going to give me 1 is because this is 90 degrees and they're complementary. So that's actually why 13 works. So right here, if I go into my calculator, okay, I'm going to have sine of 15, cosine of 75, which I know that 15 plus 75 is going to give me 90, right? And that's actually going to equal, that's going to equal 0.5. So sorry. Okay, and I'm going to show you that really quick. Yes. Yes, it does. Totally does. Why is this not working? Plus cosine of 15 times sine of 75. This should equal 1. Yeah. Okay, so scratch what I just said. But you do have to know your trig identities in the sense of like when you plug it into your calculator, knowing that it's like the opposite. You see how it says sine of 15 and sine of 75? Let's see what happens when I add those together. Okay, so if we get sine of 15 plus cosine of 75, well, what does that equal? It equals roughly 0.5, roughly, okay? So that's something to keep in mind. So for 14, should be able to just plug that in. Let's go over 15. So 15 is kind of, you see the same theme of you got 40, 40 here, you got 20 here, 20 here, and they're alternating the signs. Oh, no, they're not. They've got both. So if we do that, let's plug that into our calculator. Let's see what cosine of 40 gets times cosine of 20. All right, so what is that? That's like 0.71. And then we're going to subtract sine of 40 times sine of 20. And that's going to give me 0.5. So some of these you can just plug into your calculator and just do it that way. Again, you have to know the trig identities, and you can really just Google that for this one. Yeah. All right, on 17, right here, what's going to happen is you got tan of 2 times theta minus tan of theta, and that's going to give you tan of theta in the top, divided by 1 plus tan 2 theta, tan of theta. And I think this is a trig identity. So what's going to happen is this is going to just turn into 1. And that's going to give me tan of theta up in the top. But it checked me on this one. I don't actually remember this being a trig identity or not. Again, something to probably look at your notes with. Down here, 19 is a lot like what we did up here for 13. So what's going to happen is you're just going to add 3y plus y, and that's going to get you that 4y. And then sine, cosine, cosine, sine, that all cancels out, and technically you just end up with sine of 4y. 21, and I'm just going to do odd numbers just to make sure that I can explain them. The other ones probably need to ask somebody about because I just haven't done this stuff in years. On 21, same kind of concept that we had up in Very similar to what we did in 15. Yeah. Okay, so 21, what's going to happen is you've got cosine of x times cosine of 2x, and then sine of x and sine of 2x. So like if I took, for instance, I've got cosine, let's say of 2 times sine, I'm doing cosine of 2 times cosine of 1. And I'm going to add that to, sorry, come on. No, I don't want to open it just because sorry, I'm having to do digital learning day at the same time. Okay. Here we go. All right, so if I have that, I'm going to do plus sine of 1 plus parentheses sine of 1 sine of 2. And we see that it's almost equal to 1. So it's almost equal to itself, which is what we started with in the beginning. So sine of 21, or 21 is going to be cosine of x. So this is cosine of x is the answer. I really don't remember these. So I wish I was a little bit more helpful. But I could probably pull up a YouTube page or a YouTube video to explain trig identities. So let's look that up. I know nobody likes Khan Academy, but yeah, this is probably where you want to start. Yeah. So if you've got sine of A minus C, you've got to go back and memorize these. And that's going to help you with this. Okay, so let me get all of these written out. Okay, so this is actually what's going to help you on this. So down here where it has sine of A plus B, so this is just another way of writing this out. Yeah, but you're going to have to memorize these in order to help you with this. So first thing I would do is write all these out, and then we can talk about them in a second.